Hello, hello, hello. Just wanted to test out the audio. Hello, hello, hello. Just wanted to test out the audio. I'm gonna see how much of my breathing it picks up. So I'm gonna just take some deep breaths and some small breaths. Sorry, I've never used this microphone before. This is a brand new microphone, so I kind of just wanted to test to see what it picks up. Because I normally don't breathe very loud, but the problem I had with my old microphone is it would always pick up my breathing, even if I was only breathing through my nose. So I just want to make sure there's no problems there. Hopefully, and hopefully my voice sounds okay too. All right, test that out. Okay, so it does pick that up. All right, test that out. Let me try like a smaller breath because I was just like fully deep breathing there. Let's just try breathing through my nose, see if it picks that up. Problem is my nose is a little bit stuffy. Okay, so it does. That was just like darn. So it does pick that up too. All right, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, Only Good Games, what's up? I'm sorry, I was just kind of testing this out, testing out the microphone. I'll probably test out the camera too. Um, hey, I'm not sure how often I'll live stream on Streamyard, but I wanted to test it out just to see if the camera and the mic was all right. I might try turning the microphone down because I was testing this out a second ago and it was picking up my breathing for some reason. I was just breathing through my nose and everything, so it it picks up the very subtle sounds. Just yeah. Okay, cool, cool. Just want to make sure the audio is all right. I gotta remember to look up there because I'm used to just staring at the screen, but I got my camera set up there on top of the monitor. All right, awesome. Um, I think I might start recording some videos here soon. I've been waiting to get my computer set up and get my new microphone. Oh, I cannot wait. I just read The Mandalorian Armor, so I'm thinking I might do that first. Either that or maybe the Truce at Bakura. But I'm excited to get some of those Star Wars reviews ready and out there on YouTube. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything on my channel. Last thing I did was when I when I threw the book the Dawn of the Jedi with Brennan. 1 second, because I actually do have a new copy that I think I'll show you. Alrighty. Okay, so here's my new copy of Dawn of the Jedi. I got it in hardcover, and I have it wrapped in this protective plastic. Nothing bad is going to happen to this book. I'm making sure this stays safe. I feel a bit bad for completely destroying my paperback, but it was fun. That was a lot of fun to do. So yeah, this version of it, I'm gonna keep this safe and sound. Hopefully, um, I pre-ordered the what's it called? That Inkstone limited edition signed copy from Tim Levin. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but hopefully we'll see. Oh yeah, those are pretty pricey. Oh, you're listening to Trisbooker on audio. That's awesome. I've not listened to that on audio. I've listened to one audiobook for Star Wars. I listened to the Revenge of the Sith novelization audiobook. Oh man, I love that book so much. Uh, the audio uh, version would was my third time, I guess, sort of reading the book because I mean it's audio, so I'm not necessarily reading it, but I'd read it two other times. Oh man, Matt Stover, he is wow, his writing. Oh yeah, with the blue pages. So I got an email from Inkstone recently saying that it got delayed because I can't remember the exact reason, but I think it had something to do with the dust jacket. So they said it was supposed to arrive sometime in January. They didn't say an exact date, but they said just sometime in January. So I'm excited. My hopes are up. I'm waiting for it. I don't know if I'll get it. Maybe not, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled every single day. I've been checking the mailbox. I'm so hyped for this. I've a I have a really kind of weird relationship with this book. I at first I really did genuinely hate it, but I'm to the point where it's kind of I still don't like the book, but it's got a special place in my heart. It was the first Star Wars book I read, unfortunately, but it's been through a lot, so I've kind of grown on it just slightly. Um, yeah, so hopefully it'll arrive soon. I got charged for it the other day. Um, so I did get a notification about that. So hopefully that means I might get it. I don't know. Have you read the comics? Oh, I've not really had the chance to read the comics. That's something that I want to do. Um, a lot of the comics are like super duper expensive. Even the Disney like Legends reprints. I can't speak today. Um, so I think I might just look for those online somewhere. I know there's some good websites. Some of them are kind of sketchy, but I've heard of Read Comics Online, I think the website's called. I've seen a few people in the server use it, so I might check that out and read the Dawn of the Jedi comics on there. Ah, my headphone's about to fall off. I hope I'm looking into the camera. I'm not sure if my outline is exactly there. I've never really made like a video with a webcam or a live stream or anything like that. Also, I did mention earlier my nose is a little bit stuffy, so if my voice sounds any different, that's why. Just I'm not like super sick or anything, but I'm I know it's kind of weird because it's winter time, but I'm having some of those seasonal allergies. Um, so everything seems good. Oh, Dawn of the Jedi. I need to get some new shelving. All my EU books right now are in these giant totes because I don't have any shelf space. Oh shoot! Die! Oh shoot! I think I muted myself. Oh no, I'm good. I thought I muted my micro for a second. Um, once I get more shelves, I'll be able to actually display this. But this is the first time I think I've shown anybody this, so you're the first person to see this. Dawn of the Jedi. So far I'm not gonna go too much into depth on this stream, but so far I have enjoyed a lot of the books that I've read, kind of near the beginning of the New Republic era, like the Truce by Kura. There are so many great moments from that book. It's kind of weird, but I like the take Kathy Tyers did because she kind of did this really unique thing that I was totally not expecting going into with the whole Sirook thing. Or Cyruk is Sirook? How do you? I'm not sure how it's pronounced, to be honest. But they're pretty cool. And as I mentioned, I just finished reading The Mandalorian Armor, so I thought it was pretty good. I know Alex isn't a big fan of it. Once I finished reading the trilogy, I'll have to go check out his reviews and see what his reasonings were. I'm kind of curious, to be honest. I thought the first book, at least so far, has been pretty good. So I haven't read that book yet, but I've listened to some of it on audio, but it was boring to me. Yeah, one day I'll finish the whole book. Yeah, the audio for it's pretty boring too. It's just the way he it's just the way he writes the book. It's like it's first person, which first of all that's I think that's a mistake right off the bat. Why put this as a first person novel? This is a character that we've just met in an era that's brand new. I feel like the story shouldn't have even been made. I feel like there's so many other routes you could have gone with for a story about the original Jedi. Yeah, first person was definitely a mistake right off the bat, and then it goes like I don't know. There's really no real structure to the sentences. There. It's unlike anything I've ever read. And then on top of that, it tries to attempt to go back in time with really no indication of when it's supposedly doing that. It's a little hard to follow. I think even in audio, it's pretty hard to follow. Uh, Personally, I'm just saying, I don't recommend you finish the book. However, if you do decide to, good luck. I really hope that the experience for you was so much better than it was for me. This book, for me, there's just nothing redeemable about it. I've not read a lot of the EU as far as the novels go, but I could already tell. I usually I'm never quite sure on these things, but in this particular situation, I think I could confirm without a doubt that this might be the worst Star Wars novel, at least for me anyway. For anyone reading, I have to reread pages a lot, so Dawn of the Jedi sounds like one that would take me a long time to get through. Yeah, yeah, that's me sometimes. Dawn of the Jedi, oh man, that took me books usually like I'm I'd say I'm a pretty slow reader. I'm not like super fast. Um, I mean, I'm not like terribly slow. I could read a book in a few days, but I'm not one of those people who can just read it in, like one day. But even me, it took me like a few months just to get through all this because I started out reading like a chapter a day because I couldn't even do a chapter. I was like, oh, I'm just so disinterested in this. And then little by little, I just kind of stopped reading, or I'd take breaks and I'd come back, and I just kind of read. I eventually got to the point where I just read like pages at a time. It's the most lackluster book I've ever read. It's just I'm sorry, I shouldn't be bashing it so much. I wasn't intending to come on here and just absolutely destroy Dawn of the Jedi. I apologize. I probably shouldn't bash the book too hard, but I don't like it though. I really don't like it. I think I've said enough in my review and my whole beatdown video with Brennan. So that was yeah. I wish you good luck though. I am I'm something I'm really excited to review is the Thrawn trilogy. I've still not read The Last Command yet. I'm saving that for when I do my reread of Heir to the Empire Dark Force Rising. I actually started out reading those Thrawn trilogy books, but then after I read Dark Force Rising, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the Truce at Bakura, so that way once I review the stuff, it'll all be kind of chronologically starting after Return of the Jedi. So that was kind of my plan. So eventually I'll get there, but I'm so excited. Those books blew me away, and I was so amazed with them. They were so much fun, unlike Dawn of the Jedi. I loved them. I think the first Head of Thrawn duology book, I forgot its name, Spectre of the Past, but it was one of my most bored reads. It just seemed like it was never going to end. Lol. Yeah, I'm definitely not anywhere near there yet, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people have told me it's kind of the most boring end to the New Republic, but I've also heard people tell me it's like the best, one of the some of the best books of the New Republic because it kind of like I've heard a lot of bad things about books like the Crystal Star. I've heard that those books kind of clear up some of the mess that was there, but I've also heard similar bad things as well of it just being like really really long, kind of laborious. I'm interested to see how long it'll take for me to get to that point. Um, I think my goal for making YouTube videos, I'm not gonna promise anything or set like specific schedules, but I think I'm gonna try to hopefully get one video out per week at least. At the very or at the very least, just not abandon this channel for like 6 months, which is kind of what I did. If you look at my most recent video, it's been like 6 months. I just got really really busy near the end of the year. I had a lot of stuff going on, so I just never really had time to read or record. I'm not gonna get into like layers of excuses as to why, but I am excited to hopefully start coming back here and making more YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Your guys' videos are also super phenomenal. I've been watching a lot of your guys' video. I've watched your videos. I've been seeing a lot of stuff you've been posting on Instagram too. You got a lot of really cool games. We definitely got some similar tastes in some of those like classic games. Oh man, I think one recently that I commented on was Time Splitters that you posted about. I love Time Splitters so much. Time Splitters 2 in particular, I'd put the most time into. Um, but even though I put the most time into that one, I think the one I still go back to a lot is Future Perfect, but mainly because that's backwards compatible on the Xbox One. They're all really great. There's some story there, and it's pretty fun. But honestly, I'm not. I was never really too worried about the story when playing. I always kind of just enjoyed it for the gameplay. I thought it was like the best shooter there was on the PS2. I just at the time it was really incredible. Yeah, I feel like I I I feel like I'm one of the few people who, at least in my town, at least that's my age that kind of still collects some of these older games. Obviously, there's millions of people online out there, people like you who know their classic games really well, but I know a lot of people my age really just don't play a lot of those older games now. So PS2, oh man, that console is so much fun, and the original Xbox. Um, I'll be right back. Actually, let me go grab some games. I'm not gonna grab like a whole stack, but I'll be right back. Just give me like 1 minute. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry that took me a couple minutes. Alrighty. I got headphone hair. So a lot of my games are they're kind of like put away in totes. I've got a lot of stuff in totes right now. I need to get shelves. Once I do get shelves though, I'm gonna like line them up all against this wall. Oh, I'm so excited. Just to show you, I guess, a few games that I really enjoy on the PS2. Um, I, for me at least, this is the best Ratchet and Clank game on the PS2. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Or sorry, no, Up Your Arsenal. I get my titles mixed up sometimes. Sorry about that. Up Your Arsenal. I love this game. This game is so much fun. I go back to this all the time. I got 3 more games just to show you real quick. This is another really great one. Shadow of the Colossus. I've not played the remaster, but I'm sure I probably will eventually. And Ico is also another really good one. Again, for this one, I've not played the remaster, but I just like the other one, I'm sure I will eventually. I don't have a lot of the remastered collections like for PS3 and PS4. I have a couple of them. Like I've got the God of War remasters. Just one more I'll show for now. GTA Vice City. This is my favorite one out of the GTA trilogy on the PS2. San Andreas is really fun. I know it's a lot of people's favorites, but for me, I just kind of liked Vice City a little bit more. I love. I feel like I like the atmosphere a lot more in that game. Grand Theft Auto 3, it's okay. I like the story, but the controls, even for the PS2, are pretty clunky. If I'm being honest, I think they perfected it with Vice City and San Andreas, though. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You definitely got to get Shadow of the Colossus. That is one of my favorite PS2 games of all time. Something I just thought that I could do. Now that I think about it, I could make like video game videos. I guess I was gonna have this channel be like exclusively Star Wars stuff, but this little chat here is actually kind of inspiring me to take a look at some games, and I don't know. I could do some reviews on some of these games because these are some really fun games. I especially love like finding like all the hidden gems too. Oh man, there's a lot of really great hidden gems. Trying to think of like some ones that I like for Xbox. I don't think I have a lot of my Xbox games out here. I can look for a couple, I suppose. Oh, and one more game I wanted to mention since it was just off the top of my head. Another game I love is Burnout 3 Takedown. I have it for PS2, but it's in a box somewhere. I could talk about my favorite ones for like ever. I love these games. Alrighty, I'm back. Like San Andreas, but I've never beaten the GTA game. I'll just usually get sidetracked with being a menace. Yeah. That's what I actually spend most of my time doing in GTA. In fact, I was playing GTA 5 earlier today. Just doing the same exact thing you just described. Just just like running people over. It's kind of fun. I would never do that in real life, of course, but in GTA, it's just a lot of fun. Um, Again, I got most of my stuff in boxes, but here's a few Xbox titles that I had out. As I mentioned, Time Splitters. Here's Future Perfect, the third game. Love this series. This is great. This one's gonna cost you. This is Otogi Myth of Demons. I got this for $65. It was so worth it though. This game is amazing, especially if like you're an Xbox collector. It's only on Xbox. The Otogi games they're a lot of fun. Oh man, this game right here that I'm about to show you. This is, I think, probably my top 5 favorite games of all time, like across all consoles and PC. It's a weird one, especially since I don't think a lot of people know about it. But that is SSX3. I love it. I love the SSX games. In fact, right over here, let me find it. It's just right over here. So this should only take a second. Aha, here it is. And right here, over here, I got SSX Tricky as well. I love the SSX series. These games are absolutely fantastic. These two are the best one, and this one, not this one, sorry. Oh, wrong one. This one overall is the best one though. SSX3 it's a beautiful game. It's nothing like you've ever seen. It is just, I love this one so much. If you've never played or watched SSX3, look up a YouTube video on it. The Russian Badger, I don't know if you've heard of his YouTube channel. He has a really good video on this. I think it's titled Super Uber or something like that. It is, oh man. I'm not even a snowboarding person. In fact, I'm not even that big on sports games, but this is just something else. And while I'm at it, this is a Star Wars channel. I gotta show these. I got both KOTORs right here. So I figured, since I actually had these out, these are the only Star Wars games I have currently that are out for my Xbox. So I got these, the KOTOR games. These are great. Oh, and speaking of, Marcel Revanchist, he is an absolute Chad. I wasn't able to play it last year because my old computer broke, but he gifted me KOTOR 2 on Steam. So shout out to you, Marcel. You're a legend. Thank you so much again for that, by the way. But yeah, that's unless there's anything else you want to talk about, I think that's pretty much all I got for the stream. Just kind of testing things out, just seeing camera, mic works. I might try streaming some games here soon. Oh, another person I want to give a shout out to, Alex, Magneto Alex. He gifted me the Mass Effect trilogy. Absolutely awesome. So that is something I'm going to stream here soon, along with KOTOR. So I don't know when. I might do it tomorrow, actually, if I got time, sometime in the afternoon or the evening. I played Mass Effect 2 a really long time ago on the PS3. I don't remember much about the story or anything about it. I just remember it being a lot of fun, and I'm super excited for this, especially now that I'm gonna go back to it on PC. So, looking forward to that. Thank you again, Alex. By the way, if you happen to watch this later, thank you. Yeah. I suppose that just about wraps it up. So I think I'll probably end this live stream here. Thank you, Only Games, for joining. I appreciate you coming on here. It was really fun talking to you. So it's always nice talking to you, dude. So thank you for joining. I'll see you later in the next one. If I can figure out how to end the stream. Sorry, this is my first time ever actually being the host of Streamyard. Okay, there it is. I found it. All right, bye.